Good morning. What a great day to be a Bulldog. I've been on the Board of Trustees for 25 years, quarter of a century. And during that time, I've listened to way too many commencement speeches. Before today, my favorite was back in 2008. I actually flew up to Kennebunkport and picked up number 41, President Bush, and brought him down to Bryant for his commencement speech. I remember that his message was incredible. It was the Aviator's Creed, CAVU, C-A-V-U. He was the youngest naval aviator in history. And his message inspired me because it resonated that everyone with all things in life should be looking for clear skies ahead, visibility unlimited. The message was powerful, but it was generalized. It could have easily been delivered to West Point or Harvard as it was to Bryant. It was not from one of us, a dog through and through. At the time, I thought to myself, wow, wouldn't it be amazing to have the opportunity to address the dogs at commencement someday? And here we are. Thank you, President Gattell, Chair Wilson, fellow trustees, administration, and our incredible faculty. It is a true honor to receive this recognition from the institution that I love so deeply. Graduates, as chair, I had the great fortune to meet so many of you over the last 4 years, and I cannot begin to tell you how impressed I am with your talents, your leadership, your intellect, your grit, and your spirit. Over the last 4 years, you've learned to learn. You've learned to lead. You've been tested, and you've triumphed. The world is waiting for you to put your imprint on its future. It's hard to believe, but 40 years ago, today, I was sitting right where you are right now, fresh out of a 6 a.m. happy hour at Rent Days. By the way, any of you dogs hit Rent Days this morning? In 1985, I was sitting where you are today, waiting to receive my Bachelor of Science degree as a first-gen college student. It was a dream of my mother and father to give their children the gift of education because they were never afforded that opportunity. My parents, like many here today, sacrificed greatly to give their kids the gift of education. But the price was clear from my mom and dad, and it was, when you graduate, you can't come back home. Grow up, spread your wings, and fly. I have to admit at the time, it was tough love for sure. And in reflection, it was a gift to me. Today, my goal is to share 3 important themes with you. These are insights that I believe can alter the trajectory of your life. So bear with me for a few minutes. I promise it'll be worth your time. The first is that you're the CEO of You Yourself Incorporated. The second is success. What is success? And most importantly, who gets to define it for you? The third is that you need to continue to write the next chapter, what I refer to as your book of life. Let's start with the first theme. You are the CEO of You Yourself Incorporated. Like it or not, the buck stops with you. From the time I stood knee high, my father would tell me, David Beirne, you are the CEO of You Yourself Incorporated. What you do, what you say, how you present and conduct yourself will determine how successful you are in your life's journey. As CEO of You Yourself Incorporated, you need to write a business plan for your life. In that business plan, you need to define your purpose and set goals for your life in order to maximize your opportunity. As I've already written my business plan a long time ago, I'm on the back end of my journey. I thought I'd share some thoughts with you that you may want to incorporate as you construct your business plan. Each of you possess the power to manifest your own destiny. The result is you can have anything you want in this life as long as you're willing to pay the price. For those that I mentor on their life's journey, they know the first thing I teach them is to go big or go home. The second is, why not you? Someone's going to win. Why not you? The third is, it's a great day to be great. The majority of young people I ask, how you doing? They overwhelmingly answer, I'm good. And I'll look at them and I'll say, good. Why aren't you great? And they'll think about it for a second and they'll say, well, I am great. And I said, well, say it. It's a great day to be great. The bottom line is your attitude matters. Positive energy attracts positive energy. It always has, it always will. And the last thought is that with all relationships, it's your responsibility to earn the right to have a relationship with someone. And when you do, build an emotional bank account with that person. Always deposit more than you withdraw. If you deposit more than you withdraw, you cannot help but to be successful. Knowing that our books of life are short, and there will eventually be a last chapter, my business mantra for David Beirne Incorporated is that each day I ask to be given the strength to be able to love, care for, mentor, advise, protect, inspire, coach, support, and mostly to be emotionally present for the people in my life. The goal is so that they may have a better life because of the fact that I lived. If we all focus on helping the people in our lives to maximize their potential and to attain the best life possible, how great would the world be? If you ask me, that impact is what gives us purpose and defines a life worth living. The second theme for today is success. What is it actually? And most importantly, who gets to define it for you? I had no idea at the time that I would leave the halls of Bryant that I would go on to start 3 different businesses, in which 2 became leaders in their respective fields, and the third pioneered an entirely new industry. 40 years ago today, all I knew is I was ready to get after it. But I had no idea that my journey would take the twists and turns that it did. And I'm here to tell you, it's okay not to know. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to struggle. Because at the end, you realize in retrospect, sometimes the struggles were the best parts of the journey. Your success in life and who gets to define its meaning is essential to building a life that you can be proud of. The truth is that you and you alone are the only person that can define the meaning of success as it relates to you and your life's work. If I followed what others said and allowed them to determine the definition of success for me in my life and career, I would certainly not be here today. I didn't take the safe path. I believe that fortune favors the bold. As a matter of fact, my father told me I was making the biggest mistake in my life when I didn't take the safe and secure job at IBM coming out of college. And instead, I took the entrepreneurial path and started my own business. You will quickly learn that job security lives inside of you. It is in your talent, your work ethic, your intellect, your grit, your grind, your willingness to sacrifice. It doesn't exist in a company or a logo. It exists in you. When I left my first business that I founded to start Benchmark, the likes of Bill Gates, Michael Dell, Craig McCaw, Jeff Bezos, just to name a few, all called and told me I was making the biggest mistake of my career, as I was supposedly the best recruiter in the world, and I would be just another venture capitalist on Sand Hill Road. Well, if I listened to them, I would have never joined Benchmark, which became the #1 venture firm in information technology. As Todd said, where we returned $8 billion cash on our first $300 million invested in 4 years. All the way throughout my career, I made decisions that others questioned or said were too hard or too risky. All the way to taking on the chair role here at Bryant during the height of DE&I issues on every university campus across America, and this thing called COVID had reared its ugly head. Oh, and by the way, we were replacing a legendary president who had served for 24 years with a new president and a totally different leadership style. Peers said it's too hard. Don't do it. You can't make an impact. You're going to fail. Well, look at what we've done with Vision 2030. Investments in world-class infrastructure and new programs. The results speak for themselves. Our Wall Street Journal ranking has soared from 227 to 74 in 4 years. We've delivered the biggest and the most accomplished academic classes in our 160-plus year history. We're ranked #1 in economic mobility nationwide. We're top 1% return on investment nationwide. So remember, your success and who gets to define its meaning is essential to building a life that you and you alone will be proud of. The final theme for today is that you need to continue to write your next chapter in what I refer to as your book of life. You are the author of your book of life, and the story that you write will be uniquely yours. Your sole responsibility in life is to continue to write the next chapter. Some chapters will be happy. Some will be sad. Unfortunately, you'll have tragedy. You'll also have great accomplishments and laughter. And hopefully you'll have what I have with my life partner, Terry, true love. No one authors your story for you. It's not a dress rehearsal or a video game. It is in your own hands as sole author. And unfortunately, you only go through life one time. There are no redos. Maximize your opportunity and write your best story, one that you'll be proud of on your final days on this earth. Today, you're finalizing an important chapter in your book of life. Start the next chapter by swinging hard. As I said earlier, why not you? You spent the last 4 years preparing to conquer the world. You've acquired the skills necessary to lead the next generation. You've been challenged by a global pandemic, and you kicked its ass. And you have proven to have the leadership skills, experience, intellect, and the character to change the world. You are truly real world ready. I love Bryant with all of my heart, and it's my honor to share this page in your book of life. I speak for all of us when I say that we so look forward to reading your books of life. I know in my heart that they will be bestsellers. Keep writing the next chapter, and let's go, dogs.